Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. He is the tranquil dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, especially on today, Tuesday, he always asks for a cheap burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 4 continents down, 2 more to go. No cap, straight facts, worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special guest tonight. This woman is hella impressive. She's been making a name for herself in Georgia. She is a graduate of WWA4, known around locals in Georgia as the Four. Everybody, welcome to the show, the Crashout Cutie Alexandra Quinn.
Woo!
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for the introduction. That was kind of, I don't feel like I deserved all that.
Nah, man, that's how excited we are. We ought to have you on here, man. I mean, we got to big y'all up, man. We got to big y'all up, So, thank you for. I know we know you're a busy woman. Thank you for actually, agreeing to be on our show. I've seen a couple of your videos, man. I gotta say, you are one tough woman, man. I've seen you do, go toe to toe with Hakeem Young. You almost had him too. I thought you were gonna do a Rainmaker on him, at that one match for Renegade Pro Wrestling, and then I saw you go against Brooklyn Barrett. I think the next time she faces you, she's not gonna be as lucky because you almost had her. I saw that match. You almost had her.
Yeah.
So you're definitely on your way, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I just be doing stuff, man. Oh, let me not say that. I just be doing stuff, but I be just trying. I love this sport. It's like my bread and butter. Even though I just started, I feel like I just started. I'm still learning a lot.
Honestly, I'm not just saying this. The way I saw you in the ring, I'm like, if they ever put you up for a tour of Japan, I know you're gonna be hella impressive. I know for a fact.
Honestly, this was one of my goals when before I even started wrestling.
Okay.
I wanted to wrestle in Japan, and honestly, I feel like I would do okay because I'm kind of snug. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of I be hitting people. I try.
That's how
Yeah.
that's how you gotta do it though, That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's wrestling. We're gonna be hitting each other.
Oh
I
yeah.
got, I got hit and punched and kicked many times. Going.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. When you get to Japan, embrace the culture. It is everything people say and more. It's very chill. The food is great. The lights at night, man, the city lights. Oh man, something to take in. And I'm a photographer as well, so when I was there like earlier this year, actually 2 months ago, I had my camera ready. I was ready to take like a lot. I have a lot of pictures I still have to put on my photography account on Instagram. But man, it was just so much to take in. So if you get that chance, take it with a smile and go. And I guarantee you'll love it. You will like it.
But yeah, that's gonna be the goal. I'm probably gonna be crying snots and boogers and everything if I ever got that opportunity.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Ask if you want to know about Japan, ask your sister. Let me stop.
No, it's a running joke anyway because when I was talking to her earlier, and I was like, dang, I should have said we were sisters because we say that all the time. Like people are like, "Are you guys sisters?" And we're like, "Yeah." Mm-hmm. Like really? And I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. Can you tell? Like we just be bothering. I don't know.
Hey.
It was a
Yeah.
coincidence. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ask her because well, you probably you know this already. She went there already. She was there like a few months ago, I think, or
Yeah,
earlier this year.
I know her. So yeah, I know her.
Yeah, so you could You could ask her about that. But the whole Quinn and Quinn thing, I mean, hey, y'all might be onto something right there. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a tag team partner. I'm just saying. If
Yeah, I'm
if y'all
just
have that, I'm sorry.
um.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I'm on my solo stuff right now. She's still learning. I'm not trying to like force anything right now.
Mm,
Yeah, but
yeah,
like she's on her way there. I have full faith in her in the Quinn name.
yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, hey, maybe y'all could be onto something. I mean, look at the Andersons. The Andersons. I mean, if you know, you know. Arn Anderson, C.W. Anderson. You got Brock Anderson. I'm gonna try to keep it kayfabe, but if you know, you know. So yeah, it could work for y'all.
Yeah.
So Alexandra, I always ask, the majority of our guests that we have on this show, how did your fandom for pro wrestling start?
My like my love for pro wrestling.
Yeah, how did it start? What was the match or the event that you saw that made you go, yo, that was awesome? I'm tuning in next week, the week after, the month after.
Oh,
Y'all got a fan of me for
oh,
life.
easy question. So my first, so I've been watching wrestling like on and off since I was a kid because I wasn't really allowed to watch wrestling, and
Hmm.
um the first time I like really watched it was SummerSlam 2012 when it was John Cena versus Daniel Bryan, who is also my favorite wrestler of all time. And then when like Triple H and Randy like double crossed him and then cashed in, I was 12-year-old me was like, how dare I was like, how dare you do? I'm like, this is not right. And then I don't know, remember like the week after that, like the Shield kept on jumping him. Like it was just I was hooked after that. I was hooked after that. And
Yeah, that was definitely an awesome time. So growing up, did you ever get to go to any of the wrestling events, or did you only just see them from like home as a
I didn't
fan?
I just had to watch it as a fan because it was my home life was like kind of weird. I wouldn't say weird, but it was like I was always indoors. Like I didn't get to go out much. But
Okay.
first wrestling event was actually it was a gift from my stepmom. It was a Road to WrestleMania in 2014, I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I cried and everything. It was like great. But like that was my first one, and then I didn't go to another one until I started going to like indie shows in Georgia after I moved here. And
Okay.
I recently went to Evolution, so it's cool.
Oh wow. Yeah, I saw like, man, the four was in the building. I was like, yo, I saw you. I saw Isabella Wilder. I saw, oh gosh, the diva, the one that I forgot her
Corinne,
name is.
Corinne.
Cor- is it Corinne Ray?
It's Corinne Joy.
Corinne Joy. Corinne, my bad. Please don't kick my butt for that. And I
Yeah, she's nice.
saw oh man, I forgot who. Oh, Black Jack Mack was there too. And I was like, man, the four is in the building. Y'all representing for Atlanta, man. I was that. I was a bit envious because I was like,
Oh,
man, I wish I could have been. I could have seen Evolution. The women tear it down,
they tore it up. They tore it up.
and I was happy for y'all, man. Like I'm happy, and it's not just like women of color, just women in general, just showing them that y'all could do it just as well as the men. And I've been championing for y'all, I'm not trying to curry favor. I'm just, if it's anything, I'm just championing for equality.
Mhm.
And I'm just glad y'all got that opportunity. And I wish I could have been there to see it live. But one day, if there's an Evolution 3, and if it's in my neck of the woods, I'm in New York, the New York, New Jersey area. I will
Oh,
definitely try my
right.
best to be there in attendance.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from, by the way.
Oh wait, you're from New York?
From New Jersey.
What?
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to
Okay.
flip my accent now when I moved here.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, New Jersey. I used to go. I used at one point I used to go to New Jersey almost every month for this one promotion, Pro Wrestling Syndicate.
Mm.
I'd never forget it. A lot of great memories there too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I have my aunt, I have family in Jersey at Cherry Hill, and I always make fun of my aunt. I'm always like, yeah, I'm coming up to New Jersey. She's like, well, you need to stop that. You need to stop that because she's from Delaware. I'm from Delaware and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm up here in New Jersey, stuff like that. Gosh, yeah, it makes her mad.
Rob, if you tell me that you have an uncle named Bob who's always silent, who has a best friend named Jay that always cusses, I'm done. I'm logging off.
Nah, but see, I was named after my grandfather. He's Bobby, and my uncle is named after Junior. He's Bob, and then I have an Aunt Belinda. She's Aunt Bobby. So, I guess Bobby's a family name or something.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I just made a Jay and Silent Bob reference right there. So if you don't know who Jay and Silent Bob are, look them up. I recommend you start with Clerks and then Mallrats, and then you make your way up from there. Trust me, you will laugh your butt off. If you get offended, easily offended, do not watch it. But yeah, um,
Dogma's
it's
the
fun.
peak. Dogma is great.
Yeah. So Alexandra, who were some of your favorites that you enjoyed watching when you were when you were a fan growing up and whatnot?
Phew, that's a question. That's a loaded question right there.
I
Um,
got time. Hey, this is your spotlight.
uh, well, because I was a kid, I was mainly watching WWE. I watched TNA here or there. I was 100% like divas. Like I was loving the girls. I was mainly like, um, it was same thing for TNA too. Like I was like the beautiful people. Like I was like even, but I was a kid. So I was just like, oh my gosh, the girls are wrestling, and uh, that was mainly it until I got older and I branched out more. When closer to like my uh earlier 20s, I'm still in my early 20s, but like earlier, that's when I started branching out into like New Japan,
Okay.
and I discovered the Bullet Club, and just and I was like, yo, this is sick. I was like this exists. Like it was like that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah,
so,
you started watching at the right time because the Bullet Club was hot at that,
it
right
was
now.
crazy. I still have my Young Bucks Bullet Club shirt that I wear like this time.
Yeah, they were definitely a revolutionary stable. And at first, I wasn't really into them. I was like, oh, Bullet Club, okay, what? I wasn't really thinking too much of it. But then I think it was, I don't know what Wrestle Kingdom number it was, but the one that aired in 2015, 10 years ago, I sat down and I watched it, and I'm like, these guys are awesome. These guys are pretty good. These guys are definitely money right here, and
Crazy.
they've been killing it right now. And in all honesty, but in all honesty, and you're probably gonna hate me for this. I don't know if you feel. I don't feel. I think it's time for them to call it a day though, because I mean, it's like it's not the same anymore. I mean,
Yeah, they're treating they're kind of treating Bullet Club like the NWO a little bit. Just
yeah,
people just adding people. All they have to do is just start adding celebrities, and they literally, well, mm,
yeah. I think I don't know. I think it's either time for them to freshen it up a bit or just call it, quits. That's just my opinion, which I'm entitled to, respectfully. But it doesn't feel like it was when you had, you know, Fergal Devitt, um, or Finn Balor, as he's now known as, the leader, or when Kenny Omega was a leader, or when Cody Rhodes and them were in it. I mean, it just didn't feel the same, you know. But who knows? We'll see, we'll just have to see what happens.
no, I dropped my colored lamp. Okay, it's good.
Yeah. So growing up, did you ever get to meet any of those wrestlers that you enjoyed watching? The beautiful people. Members of the Bullet Club.
No. I started meeting like wrestlers I used to watch on TV when I became a wrestler.
Hmm.
Like I met Bobby Fish. I met Matt Riddle twice. I met Christy Hemme.
Okay.
I met who else have I met? Honestly, that's pretty much like the bigger names. I think
Okay.
those are the biggest names. Oh, I met. Yeah, those are like the bigger names I've met.
Okay. Cool.
I'm
That's cool.
finding women, unfortunately. Actually, no, I met Aja Smith. I forgot
Cool.
Aja Smith, the referee.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
She's cool. Like she's
The
also
oh man, I
Scorpio
forgot.
too. So
Or
yeah.
I remember her when she was Aja Pereira on the indie scene. I think she trained at the Ford, didn't she?
Mhm. I met Leon Finn too. Well, who also trained at the four, but like I feel like they don't really count because
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now that you're a fan, you're cheering your favorites, you're supporting by going to the shows or tuning in every week. Now, how did your journey? You took a journey. You took a chance that not many wrestling fans will take, and even if they do, a lot of them aren't successful. But you took a chance and you decided to join the industry as a pro wrestler. How did that journey go for you? How'd you end up saying, "Hey, I'm going to do this"? How'd you end up, and how did you end up like meeting up with WBA4 and being trained by AR Fox and so on?
Okay. So um, I was in. I believe I was like 19 or 20, and I was still in college when I was living in Pennsylvania, and I was like in school for like web development, and I was doing it, and like it's not that I disliked it, but it was more like I don't feel like this was it for me, you know. And I was still like consuming wrestling at the time. Actually, I don't think I was consuming it that much, but I still followed it. And I don't know, I just had like this like eureka moment where I was just like, dude, this is not what I want to do in my life. And I'm like, what do I want to do in my life? And I was like thinking, and I was thinking, and I was like, something that has like I always loved, but I never gave up, even if I don't consume it as much, wrestling. And I was like, do I want to be a wrestler? And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be a wrestler. And so like that's kind of like how that happened. And I was like in college, so I was still finishing school. And where I lived in Pennsylvania, there's actually a Samoan school near me. And I was like, I should
Okay.
do that. And unfortunately, like I love my family very much. Um, but like being in a traditional like Jamaican household, they're not the very supportive kind, honestly. So
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, so like when I told my dad that I wanted to wrestle, he was like, "You ain't doing that while you're living in my house." I was like, "Well,
Honestly, I don't
that's
mean to cut you, Alexandra. Respectfully, I know exactly how you feel. I'm Guyanese, so yeah, I would probably get it worse. They're gonna be like in the Guyanese accent. By around you, but you got to wrestle? What? Am I high up on last year on
you
on
think
the
so?
end job?
I
By
think
look,
so."
they're gonna be like, "By pick up your book and go on your way, by what? You want to wrestle?
Yeah,
Oh, trust me, I know how it is."
yeah. Um, yeah, because even when I told my dad I was watching it and I was a kid, he was like, it's fake, right? It's fake." And I'm like, "It's scripted, but okay." But and then and even then, I actually wanted to join the wrestling team in high school, and he wouldn't let me because he's like, "I don't want them boys touching you and all that stuff," which is like understandable. But my high school was like really big, and there was actually a like there was a girls wrestling team, and I was like, "There's a girls wrestling team. I just want to join it." And he was like, "No, you ain't doing that." And I'm just like, "Well, okay." And so eventually, that's when my mom lived in Georgia, and I was like, "Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to do this while I'm here. So I need to figure this out." And so I was doing research, and I was looking at wrestling schools in Georgia. and that's when I found A4. And again, at that time, I was like a huge wrestling mark. Like I was, that's when I was like after I branched out, and so I was watching more wrestling, like indie wrestling. And so when I saw WA4, and then I saw the head trainer AR Fox, I knew who he was. Like I was a fan of AR Fox. Like I was watching these PWG matches and everything, and I was like, what? And then he was like living near my mom, and I was like, I was, and so like I ain't gonna lie, I had to like take a leap of faith. So I was like, do I really want to move away from my dad and live with my mom, who I'm not gonna lie, I had a very iffy relationship with her growing up. And so I'm like, do I want to make that sacrifice and move all the way to Georgia just so I can wrestle? And then I was like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna make that sacrifice. And so uh, I made the decision with my mom, and I was like, hey, if I move in with you, can you help me like be able to get to wrestling school and stuff like that? And I wasn't like asking her to pay for it. I was just like, I just needed a ride there at that time. And she was like, yeah. And so I moved here just so I can go today for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I, in all honesty, I think it's paying off for you because, like I said, I saw you in the ring. I saw two matches, and I'm like, this woman is on her way. Like, I legitimately, when I saw you, I was like, I could see you legitimately going up against people like Maya World, London Dior. I could see you going up against, people like Maki Ito, you know, Aja Kong. I could definitely see you, going toe to toe with those girls, with those women. And I was just blown away. I'm like, I don't know, it's something about the four, man. Y'all are just like crazy with the talent, man. Y'all just crazy with the talent, and I hope I get to check out one of y'all shows one of these days.
Oh yeah. It's a fun time there.
Yeah. So you know, you debuted and everything. You've been you've had bouts against, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, Brooklyn Barrett and Hakeem Young. Who are some people that you want to wrestle in the near future that you want that the Crashout Queen wants to meet one on one in the ring? You could call anybody's name because wrestling is it's unpredictable. You could get that call from Triple H could see you wrestling. That girl Alexandra Quinn, she's amazing. Let's call her in. And next thing you might end up wrestling Tiffany Stratton, or you might get a call from Tony Khan, and he's like, "Hey, let's have her come in here and wrestle against and go against Athena or Mercedes Monet." But who are your top five on your list that you want to wrestle in the future?
Top five on my list. Oh Lord, that's a question. Well, if I'm the first name that came up was Alex Kane, who also trained at the four.
Oh my yay. Okay.
Yeah. So like, and that was weird because I was also like a fan of him. I have his wristband on like literally right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like the whole thing. I'm like such a indie mark low key, and like, and honestly, and I see him as, I don't know. I see him as, like being a fan and also like up here, and like he was like, oh, like you're like we should wrestle one day, and I like literally like geeked out. I'm like, oh my god, that looks scary to say he wanted to wrestle. No, I might die, but like it's gonna be worth it. Like, uh, uh, I'm thinking of people. I don't know. I never really thought about it that hard because there's so many wrestlers. You know, there's people I do want to wrestle again. Uh, if I'm thinking of like big names, Athena is. You said Athena, and I was like, ooh, again, I might die, but like, it'll be worth it. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I never really thought about that because I'm down to wrestle pretty much anybody, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we know that you want to get all the gold. You want to get the gold for whichever promotion you wrestle in. But when it comes to the tag, a lot of places they're having tag team championships now. WWE has them, NW has women's tag team championships. Stardom. A lot of promotions are actually bringing those belts into their companies. If you have to go after some tag team gold, who would be your tag team partner that you'd want to get that accomplishment with?
Oh, I know. Ooh,
I know you
tag.
said you're on your solo thing right now,
Yeah, I'm
but
like, I
if you were
girl
to,
people. It's like, Lord, I guess I have to go with. I feel like my main people are like the girls at the floor that I kind of like am growing with. So like
okay,
either, like Corinne or Isabella Azara, since like the name fits. I would. We've talked about that way more. Like we talked about that a lot because like so like those are like my main three people pretty much. Just because
oh,
like
nice,
I have that chemistry with them more.
cool, cool. That's awesome. That's three great women I've seen: the diva, the brown recluse, and Isabella Wilder, who I saw just made a debut.
Mm.
Um, Three great choices.
Mm.
So my last question before I turn it over to Rob: whenever you're getting ready to face your opponent, or whenever you're in the gym working out, getting ready to get some weight training in or do some cardio, what are some tracks that are on the Crash Out Cuties playlist? Hey, it's okay. I'll tell you when you tell me yours. I'll tell you what's normally on mine, and you're gonna laugh, and I'm probably gonna lose whatever street cred I had. Not that
Mm.
I had any before because I'm from the suburbs, but yeah. Go ahead. I'll tell you what's normally on mine. You'll be like, oh, geez, this guy.
Am I okay? Wait, are we allowed to curse on here?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So the only reason because when I do work out, well, it's mainly when I work out. It's not before I go out in the ring. I don't listen to anything when I go out because that's gonna overstimulate me. But when I work out, I mainly listen to Glorilla, and I listen to her because she makes me feel like a bad bitch. So it's like I just like yeah, and I'll be like yeah. I just don't know. It's like I don't listen to her often, but when I'm working out, I listen to her a lot. It's like, oh,
Okay, Glorilla's not. Hey, you want to who else listen to Glorilla?
hmm.
Randy Orton, the Viper. Yeah, he mentioned it. Yeah,
No, I believe it. I believe it.
yeah. So, um, I'll tell you what. You're gonna laugh at me now. My playlist. It's all over the place. One minute I might have something by Wu Tang Clan, and then the next minute you're gonna hear some pop song, and then the next minute you're gonna hear some rock song, and then after that you're probably gonna hear a wrestler's theme, and then you might hear anime theme on that too. So,
Literally my playlist in general, like literally all everything you just said. It's
oh,
literally
okay,
yeah.
now I don't feel so alone then,
No,
because
you're
I'm
not.
like,
I just listen to her specifically because like I feel like it gives me more motivation when I work out. But that's how my regular playlist sounds like.
yeah, hey, whatever gets you moving, or whatever puts you in the right mindset to tackle the task at hand, right?
Mm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn over to Rob. Kind of Rob has a couple of questions for you. So Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on? How are you doing? How's that Georgia summer treating you?
Georgia, what?
That Georgia summer. How's that Georgia summer treating you?
I'm from up north, so I'm dying every second. Every time I go outside.
Is it humid down there? Y'all got that humidity, or is it
Oh my
like
gosh,
when I talk to people in like Texas and stuff, they're like, oh no, it's 110, but it's a dry heat here. You know what I mean? I'm like,
no, it's terrible. It's horrendous.
Yeah, I believe it. See, I'm in Delaware, and we're yeah, we got it surrounded all by water. It's humid here, so it's like 84 feels like 104. And you're just like, oh, walk outside, get punched in the face by the humidity. It's like, oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know. So I gotta, you're out there in Georgia and stuff, traveling around there. So have you been, anywhere outside of Georgia yet? Have you, just stayed pretty much in Georgia so far? So like, where's the farthest you've gotten so far
I
for rest?
went to Mississippi and I've been to
Mhm.
Alabama. I believe those are the yeah, only them two places.
Okay, so how were those trips, Mississippi and Alabama? Because I'm trying to go to Mississippi at some point. I want to take a
Yeah.
trip there and check it
Well,
out.
the Mississippi trip, like there, it's fine as long as you have people with you. Like when
Hmm.
it's like a carload and you guys just like there's five of you just
Yeah.
driving, taking turns, it's not that bad. And so, and also to Alabama, where I've been to Alabama is like at basically at the border of Georgia.
Hmm.
So it's like it wasn't really that long of a trip, but like it's an easy drive there too. So, and again, as long as you have people with you, I don't think I can do a trip by myself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Or you couldn't do that track by yourself. You have to have somebody there
This is just like not even
or
like I
somebody
can't
to
even
joke
do
with,
like I
talk.
can drive by myself. It's just like just by myself. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be talking to myself the whole time.
Hmm. I know the feeling. I feel you. I feel you. Now, traveling and stuff, man. Yeah, have you gotten any funny travel stories? Like, have you seen, like Bigfoot or, in Georgia, I hear and stuff out down south and stuff. I hear y'all got some like, crazy animals and like, what do you call it? Cryptoids? Yeah, them things down there and stuff.
I don't
Like,
even know what that is.
yeah, yeah, like Bigfoot and stuff. Gators and all. Have you come across that, or has it been like, pretty chill? Because I'm always trying to find that out. I figure, hey, who best know? But wrestlers are always traveling. They have to see a UFO or something.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. It's Georgia. It's like you'll just see any. Like I've never seen an armadillo until I moved here.
Oh, you got armadillos in Georgia?
They're dead.
Oh, they're dead though.
Yeah, they be dead on the side of the road all the time.
Are they? Have you ever like seen one up close? Are they really like got that hard shell or whatever? Like
Yeah.
okay. Because our
Yeah.
guest that we had a guest on yesterday from Texas, she was like, "Oh, if they're in the middle of the road, you hit one, oh, your car's messed up. You might as
Oh no,
well
I've
just."
only seen them on the side of the road.
That's probably why they probably got hit, and then somebody's
Yeah,
car's messed up. It's like
and they
take me
big
out, take your
too.
thing
They big. That's why their car be getting messed up.
out.
Is
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I always wonder about that. What I mean, yeah, because like if I ever like go to Australia or New Zealand, I'm always like, I want to see a Tasmanian devil because I want to see if they when they move, they really make a tornado when they move. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I want to see stuff like that.
Mm.
Now you're talking about earlier, being being in the ring, being all snug in the ring and stuff. You know what I mean? So like I've actually I ref ring announce stuff for one CW. I train one CW dojo.
Oh,
Like,
that's cool.
and I've had and there's been times in the ring where like I'll say Adriana Mosley one time she hit me so hard I forgot how to sit down. You know what I mean? So. I mean, were you always snug in the ring, or did you like, find out, like, and then like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be more, dude, okay.
So, when I first started, my strikes were not that good. Like, but also, again, one, I'm a Joshi fan. I'm a Brian Danielson fan. I like you're like it was bound to happen, and so like I try to lighten up more. I'm trying to lighten up more.
Hmm.
Like nobody really complains too much about it. They're like, yeah, it hurts. And they're just like, but like you hit me in the right spot, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And like, well, that's usually when I hit them with my arm. When I kick them, they're. I try. That's what I'm mainly trying to, because I be kicking people. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and so like, I didn't start off like that. I just and also like the way like Fox taught me, he was just like, they touch the person, like make contact,
Hmm.
because you want
Yeah.
to make it look real. Like, well, it is
Yeah.
real, but like
Yeah.
at least make contact because it just like you don't want to go in the ring and it just doesn't look good.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Usually, like when I train and stuff, yeah, people would they would actually tell me like, I mean, I'll be in there, they'd be like, lay that forearm in a little harder. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Because I'm hitting them, but I'm like, I'm not trying to bust anybody up. I don't want, get either way. Oh, you call the elbow, or oh yeah, okay. I'm like, all
I used
right,
to call people
okay.
my elbow all the time when I first started. But also it's
Mhm.
because like when I started, I was like the only girl pretty much. Like it was me, and then there was like Vivian. But like when Vivian wasn't there, I was the only girl. And all these dudes are like, I'm like 5'3", so
Yeah.
like all these dudes are like bigger than me. So when I was hitting them, I kept on hitting them with my elbow, and I
Hmm.
was like, oh geez. And so it
Hmm.
took a lot of practice. I
Yeah, I
still,
feel you.
yeah.
I know when I was a fan stuff for training, I always loved watching a rumble, a battle royal and stuff like that. That would be so fun. And I went to I did, we'd be in training, we would do that stuff and all, and I'm like, yo, this is like one of the most tiring things you can ever do. Like, yeah, for real, like I never realized, until doing like man, this is actually tiring, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause I remember one time I seen the Road Dogg in the Royal Rumble. He laid down on there and grabbed the bottom rope and was holding it there. I'm like, yep, yep, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta get it. I'm blown up.
Oh, you're
Have
talking
you ever
about
been
like,
in any battle royals or anything yet?
I've only been in, I've been in two. I've been in
Okay.
two, yes. Uh, actually, I've been in a rumble. It was my second match ever, actually,
Oh, okay.
but it wasn't that bad. I don't, yeah, because I'm like, but I don't know. It's like how we kind of structured it, and so like what happened is that like when you come out, you do your little thing, and then you kind of do that until the next person comes out, and then after that, you're pretty much just like trying to get the other person out, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, but like,
So that was your second match.
Mhm.
How about your first match? You did what? Tell me about those nerves. For the first
Oh
match.
my gosh, I was gonna
So
throw up.
was it? Were you like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and then were you calm once you got out there, or were you like, the whole time like, please don't mess up, please don't mess up, please don't mess up.
Um, so I'm naturally a very like introverted and shy person. I have like a lot of
Mhm.
anxiety. I still deal with it now. I'm trying to get better. But so my first match, I was like gonna throw up. But like
Oh no.
I was gonna throw up. And what happened is I first of all, I had a lot of people like at the fort that was very like supportive, and they're like I'm blessed to have them because they make me feel better, and they're just like just relax, you got it, you're great. Da, 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 da. And first of all, my first match was a scramble, and also my character is very like energetic and like happy. So the more nervous I get, the more I use that. So like the more nervous I get when I come out, I'm just like I'm just hyped. I have to like,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like a lot of people felt like I had a lot of like what's the word? A lot of like confidence when I came
Mhm.
out, because and I'm just like, oh no, that was nervousness. I had to like shadow it. Like I was so nervous, I had to like, and what's funny is that when I come out, the more I yell, that's the more nervous I am. So I just scream the more nervous I am. Oh no, I'm about to drop my lamp again. Like when I wrestled at MomoCon, oh my gosh, I was gonna beat myself. And then like uh, yeah, it's just nerves. I always have them, and depending, it also depends on like how I shadows how I come out to the ring. If I'm not as hyped, that shows I'm pretty chill that day. Like, like, oh, yeah,
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. You said a little motivation. You go out there, like, yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah,
So you're the crash out queen, all right. So
cutie.
nowadays, see, I'm 42 or 43. Excuse me. Oh yeah, yeah. I forget how old I am. I was born 82. I'm 43. Yeah. So crash out back when I was a kid. It'd be like Remy's around, a little around the same age, so it was probably the same for him. Crash out meant like like. Oh man, I'm just gonna say, I'm crashing out right here for the night. You know what I mean? So,
Oh,
I just fall asleep. So like, is it the same meaning nowadays, or is it something different?
it's something different. So basically,
Okay.
okay, so honestly, I didn't even create that. My best friend did.
Okay.
So Crash Out, like, I'm trying to think of a wrestler that's like a perfect example. Like Naomi.
It's like
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a wrestler that's like a
I think I could explain it a bit better. So Rob, remember when Shawn Michaels when that DX segment when Triple H told Shawn Michaels that I think somebody said, "Oh, we're not USA said we're not controversial enough." And Shawn Michaels was like, "We're not controversial enough. I put Bret Hart in the sharpshooter, and you married what's her name." And then he was like, "I can't believe they say that. We're not controversial." And then he starts super kicking everybody. And then
Okay.
well, no, what he said? Oh, like we're not controversial. Hey, what's your name? My name is Steve. Steve. And then Shawn Michaels goes, he super kicks him. He's like, "See, I just kicked Steve." And then Triple H is like, "Sean, calm down." That's what he mean by crash out.
Okay. So pretty much just snapping. He's just snapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't know how else to explain it. I'm just like, you just kicked.
Stan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Stan. Yeah, thanks, also Black
Wasn't
History.
he Ty Dillinger? Wasn't he 10? Wasn't that who he super kicked?
Yeah. It was him. It was Ty Dillinger. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Okay.
no,
Okay.
what does he go by now? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it goes like
Yeah,
Ty
it's
Dillinger.
different now, but yeah, yeah, 10. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he's married to. Isn't he married to one of the tag team iconics?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, I got it right. All right, cool. So I was checking out some of your wrestling stuff. You know what I mean? Like, are you could you be like a future hardcore wrestler? Throwing people coming out with shopping cart full of weapons because I seen you doing some damage and stuff to some people. You know what I
Well,
mean? I was like, uh
um,
oh.
mm, are you talking about hardcore or like just regular like death matches?
Yeah, I say hard. I mean, if you want to do death matches, hey, hey,
I'm good with that. I'll keep
yeah,
that to the death match people.
yeah, there you
We
go.
can do that. I'll do hardcore matches. I've gotten hit with a chair already.
Mhm.
I've taken some nasty bumps. Some, I've taken some, but also I'm not like I don't know when it comes to like taking certain stuff. I'm not really scared
Mhm.
as long as like I trust the person.
Yeah.
So like when someone's like, "Hey, so like I'm gonna like hit you with a chair," and if it's like I'm just like, "Okay." Like when me and Brooklyn wrestled in our first match, we were in a bar and I wanted to do a spot on a bar top so bad. Like I was like, dude, we need to take a bump on the bar. Cause like and then cause I know she's kinda like she's tough too.
Mhm.
So it's like but like the booker was like, nah, you can't do that. And I'm just like
Mm.
boring. I like doing stupid stuff sometimes. So
There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, what I mean, hey, you got to do your thing, out there. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm with you on the death match stuff. 'Cause they asked me, they're like, "Would you, when you ref this, would you be able to ref a death match, Matt?" And I was like, "Nope. There's no way I could be over there see somebody with like a pizza cutter do this and stuff." I
nah,
was like, "Hold on a second." And
no.
then the ref goes to throw
Mm-mm.
up. No, no, we can't have that. I'm make everybody look bad. I was like, "Nope."
No. I'll go through tables, I'll get
Just
hit by
yeah, give me the
chairs.
regular stuff. Regular hardcore match. I'm good. That death match, I'm good.
I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Plus, they might pull out. They'll pull out the thumbtacks. You know what I mean? Then I got to count to three, and then I got thumbtacks in my wrist and hand and stuff. Then everybody's all messed up. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
So, do you have any matches coming up? When's the next show we can catch you at? Do you have anything? Are you booked up the rest of the month? Are you good for the summer?
Uh, I have a show on the. I had to look at my calendar. On the. Okay, yeah, I have one this Friday coming up for DWA. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one next Friday too, but that one got moved. I have one on the 1st of August. I have one on the 3rd of August
Mhm.
and the 9th. Those are like my next current ones that are coming up.
Okay, that's cool. So you're pretty busy coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to get more bookings because I just like wrestling. I just enjoy it. It's just my thing.
It is fun. Yeah, once you get that bug, I mean, it's
You start that flow, like you just can't stop. It's like it's a
yeah,
never ending.
it's crazy, isn't it? What I mean, you don't know, and then you finally do it. You go out there, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I got to do this.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it's wild. I love it. I love it too. What I mean? Yeah, if I was like, 20 years younger, I'd be out, yeah, all the time. I mean, just doing whatever. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Um,
But I didn't start training until like 38, 39 years old. You know what I mean? You imagine an old man out there doing bumps and running the roads trying to learn how to do that stuff.
you
Oh
can
God,
start whenever
throw
you want
punches.
to.
Oh, but I was like, I did my best. What I mean, I had to learn. I had to learn before I, do all that. So now, before I, pass it on to Remy, I do gotta ask, are there any, new movies and TV shows you're into right now? Because I always fall victim to, watching the same things over and over again.
Um,
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I watch all the time. Stuff like that. All that stuff. So I'm always trying to find something new. Like, is there anything you're watching right now?
Actually, no. I've been trying to find something that catches my interest.
Hmm.
Is some stuff like I'll watch and I'm just like, like I'll rewatch like I don't like even then like I used to watch a lot of anime and I don't really watch that much right now because nothing has really piqued my interest. Trying to think TV shows. I haven't really. I just One Piece. That's the only thing I'm pretty much keeping up with right now.
So, like, what are
Um,
you into though? Like, you're in like in a TV show or movie. Like, where you trying? Are you like the comedy, action,
oh, I'm a
horror
horror
stuff?
fan.
Oh,
100%.
you're a horror fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who's your slasher? Are you a slasher person?
I've watched slashers. Slashers. Uh, One of my favorite slashers is Black Christmas, the original one, like the
Okay, yeah,
79. I think it's 79.
yeah. It's an
Um,
older one, somewhere
I'm
around there.
also Friday the 13th slasher. Like I watched all of them. My favorite franchise is I guess it technically is a slasher. Is Saw.
Okay, yeah.
That was like my favorite franchise growing up. I just started like trying to watch all the Final Destination movies, even though that's not really a flash slasher. I'm also like really to gore stuff. I don't know if that shows that I have an issue or not. Might have might have a little issue. Yeah.
Nah, that's all right. Cause I grew up like as a kid. My mom and dad would let us watch, Friday the 13th and Michael Myers Halloween
Oh
and
yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. They did not care at all. They were like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
My dad let me watch pretty much anything, as long as it wasn't like sexual content in it. Like he didn't care. Somebody can have their head chopped off,
yeah.
fed to like an alligator, and he used to be like, as long as there's no sexual content in it, I don't care. I was like, I was like,
See,
okay.
my parents were like that too, but it was like, but y'all let me watch Friday the 13th. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh wait, yeah,
there's a lot
there
of,
was stuff in that. There was stuff in that. But I
oh
watched
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff when
no.
I got older, though. When it came to so like,
Yeah, I remember that first Saw movie. I remember I went to see that in theaters when it came out, and at the spoilers if you ain't seen the first one, what I mean, it's been like 25 years or whatever.
no, literally,
When
it's
he
your
got
fault.
up, off the floor, and you thought he was dead the whole time. I swear the whole theater went. Because I remember sitting there, like I remember going, it's probably somebody you won't even know. Look, it's probably that orderly. I bet you it's that orderly. You know what I mean? The person I was with, and she was like, I don't know. And the orderly come out. I was like, I told you. And then he gets killed. I was like, hold on. You hold on. And then he got out. I was like, yo, yo, okay.
Yeah, that was yeah. I reacted the same way, even though Saw came out way before I watched it. But I'm thankfully I never got spoiled. So when I watched the first one, I was like, my mind was like blown. But also I was
Hmm.
like maybe like 15, 16 when I watched it. So like I was like, because I had yeah. So, but those were some of my favorite ones. I could like rewatch them, and I'm like,
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, you like what you like. What I mean, I like kung fu movies too. What I mean, comedy. I like horror stuff. I can watch a horror thing all the time. What I mean, ain't no big deal with that.
comedy stuff don't be making me laugh. I feel like that's my issue. And I be
Mm.
cringing for like romance and stuff like that. Action, I be like watching. I'll watch action, but like
You know what yeah, my favorite pastime of mine is now is like if I'm going to somewhere public, like pull to a gas pump, going to a parking lot or something like that, is going on Spotify and finding romance novels and turning the radio up real loud so everybody hears. Like oh yeah, like the real spicy parts. You know what I mean? People just be like, "Eh." Or
my
if I'm at a
mom,
red light or
mom,
something, I'll just turn it up.
my mom did that unironically. Like she actually enjoyed that stuff. Like so, like when we do road trips, she be playing that like in the car, and I'm just like
Oh Lord,
putting my earbuds.
yeah, I would too. Yeah, my mom used to read those books when I was a kid. Yeah, I seen so many books with a woman with heaving breasts on the front with a muscle bound man over here carrying her and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, she had them all. She read them all the time. You know what I mean? But she doesn't. I don't think she does the audio yet. She does. She still reads.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's great. But yeah, yeah, people are like, yeah, they'll be like, sometimes even I'm like, oh man, what I mean, hurry up, light change. I want to turn this down. You know what I mean? It gets a little spicy sometimes. I'm like, woo.
oh, man.
So anyway, before I pass it on back to Remy, I do want to say, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on and chat with us. I definitely had a blast. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope tonight, whenever you go to bed and hit the hay, that both sides of your pillow are cool, and then on your way to work or training or whatever you do tomorrow, you find like 20 bucks on the ground. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank
So
you so much.
yeah,
I appreciate that.
yep, yep. Nothing but the best to you and your family. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Alexandra, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a guest on our show. We really and truly are grateful and we appreciate it. And we wish you nothing but the best for your career. We hope you get to wrestle who you want to wrestle. We hope you get to make that trip to Japan. Hope you get to make that trip with your sister. All right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it again. My
Oh,
bad.
it's fine. We made the joke too. It's
I
fine.
joke. I joke. I kid. I kid. Um, if honestly, if there's any consolation, when I was in, like, I'm a Navy veteran, and there was a senior chief, and we looked so alike. I didn't see it, but they were like, "You look like senior chief. You look just like him. Like, is that your dad? Like, senior chief, look your son." It got to the point where they took several people, got us together, and took pictures of us together. So if you think having the same last name is bad, imagine actually looking like somebody else and people being like, "Yo, you guys might be family." So yeah,
Ugh.
but we hope you make all your goals in pro wrestling and everything, and keep on giving us those great matches. I'm still amazed by those two matches you had, and we wish you nothing but the best. Before we shut this show down, where can fans find you on social media when they want to, find away next appearances, purchase, Crash Out Cutie merchandise? And where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book the Crash Out Cutie Alexandra Quinn for their events?
Okay. Well, I'll say merch is a work in progress right now. I'm currently trying to figure that out. But my Facebook is Alexandra Quinn. My Instagram is, give me a second, because it's kind of difficult to remember. It's like underscore Alexandra underscore Quinn, Quinn, and then two underscores. I should probably make that easier to remember, but yeah. But that's the main two social medias that I use.
Awesome. So y'all just heard. Make sure you go ahead and follow this woman. She's doing incredible things in pro wrestling. And whenever that Crash Out Cutie merch drops, make sure you go out there and cop it. That way, when you show up at the next show, she'll know. All right, all right. I got fans there. Y'all supporting. And then when she makes it WWE or AEW, and somebody goes, "I got the new Crash Out Cutie shirt or the new Alexandra Quinn shirt from WWE Shop or AEW Shop," you'd be like, "Yeah, that's cool, but I got a shirt from when she first started." you know, that's a great feeling right there. So make sure you go ahead and support and hit her with that follow. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. Well, maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, Rob Bass, the Charlie Haas to my Shelton Benjamin, the Bubba Ray to my Devon, and the Jack Cartwheel to my Cappuccino Jones. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out where your next appearance is, purchase Raw Base merchandise, and we can book some promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows.
All right, you can find me on Facebook at Rob Base, Instagram at Rob_Base82. July 31st, 1CW, we're going to be up in Wilmington, Delaware at the Blue Rock Stadium. We're doing it's going to be wrestling, minor league baseball. You know, what I mean, two of the best things combined. Before the game, we're having some matches, and then our the owner, owner CEO Sean Hardy, he's throwing out the first pitch. Seventh inning stretch, we have another match after the baseball game. After that, we have our main event. So, bam, hey, that's our next show coming up. And then you can always go back on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com and check out, all the shows from past to present. Show number one, you'll probably see me ring announcing, and then you see me ref, and you see me get beat up, and now I'm doing the camera and stuff. So you'll see me doing a lot of stuff on there. So don't mention, but we got a lot of awesome stuff going on. So definitely stay tuned.
Awesome. Yes, one man. That sounds like a great event, man. I hope y'all got a great turnout. First off, before I go into my links, Alexis Gobb, happy birthday, happy belated birthday, and thank you for joining us. If you want to follow me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. You can definitely find me on Twitter, and Instagram and TikTok at the Remy Blue. You can also find me on Facebook as Remy Blue and also on Blue Sky, as you guessed it, Remy Blue as well. And our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky at Ringside Society. We're on Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. And we're also on Spotify and Teespring, where we sell our official Ringside Society merchandise. And we're also on YouTube, where you can see cool interviews like this one, like the one we had with uh, Dr. The Wife and our WWE Evolution predictions and our AEW All In predictions and even our NXT Great American Bash and Saturday Night Main Event predictions. You can find all those episodes on YouTube. And to see them, it is really simple. Just go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society, and when you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's where you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. Well, with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. And I'm also going to say this. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm going to toot my own horn, and I challenge anybody to tell me we're also one of the realest wrestling podcasts out here as well, too. And we're not going to stop being that. So thank you very much for listening in. To those of y'all that are going to listen later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bates at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. By the way, Ultra Black, you seem like a cool person. I don't know if you're a guy. I don't know if you're a girl. But if you're a wrestling fan, please, by all means, feel free to DM us. We'd like to hear from you. But with that being said, we just want to let everybody know, that we're very well aware. We here at Ringside Society, we see it. Everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're not just any podcast. So with that being said, hey, yo, Rob Bates, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for WBA 4, also known as The 4, and one time for the Crashout Cutie Alexandra Quinn.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back maybe later on this week, maybe next week, with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. Hey, we might just have another member of the 4 from the 4 joining us. Who knows? But stay tuned. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all, just 4. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.